Hi there, I'm Russ with the Chicago Apple User Group. Welcome to our YouTube page. In case you've never heard of us, the Chicago Apple User Group is a not-for-profit organization originally founded in the city of Chicago, but we now have members and guests from all around the world, including China, Australia, quite a few in Europe, as well as across many of the states in the United States. And the function of the group is educational. We help people get the best possible experience out of their Macintosh and iOS devices and also third-party hardware and software in ways that many other stores, including the Apple Store, cannot necessarily match. We are independent, which I think is excellent, and many of the things that we provide are free, which is great. And in fact, our next meeting, which I'll tell you about right now, is also available for free. It's Wednesday, June 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, featuring Robert Irving Potter III, who is an amazing photography teacher and photographer himself. And he'll be teaching on the subject of how to create better photographs with an iPhone or an Android or any other type of system. So you're more than welcome to join us. And again, it's free. The information is available on our club's website, which is www.chicagoapple.org. These brief video presentations are going to be just like a teaser, a foretaste of a lot of the really good things we do at our main meetings. And this one, the first one, is going to be something that I personally use all the time and find very amazing. So with no further ado, let's take a look at what it is. What I'd like to show is how the Macintosh can convert speech to text so you do not need to type. It's really fast, it's really amazing, and as you're about to see, extremely accurate. As several of my friends have pointed out, one of the easiest ways to explain things isn't to explain them, but simply to begin with a demonstration. So let's do that right now. This is a demonstration of converting speech to text on the Macintosh, period. It's very fast, comma, accurate, comma, and it is free, exclamation point. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot type that fast and for sure cannot type that accurately at that speed. Speech to text works in many different areas on the Mac OS. So for example, we're here in Safari, and if we simply delete that out and then start the speech to text, and we'll see how to do that in just a couple seconds, we can even use it to find websites. So like this, www.apple.com. And it typed it. I didn't have to type it at all. And then once I hit enter, it goes to the Apple web page. We can even do this with email. So let's take a look at how to do this with email. This is Russ with the Chicago Apple User Group, period. I'd like to invite you to our next meeting, period. It is on Wednesday, comma, June 3rd, comma, 2020, period. The time is 6:30 p.m., period. I do this with a lot of my emails, so I don't type emails anymore. And as you'll see in just a second, I do the same thing on my iPhone. How does this work? How do you actually get this to work? You need to go to System Preferences, and then to Keyboard, which is here. There are 5 buttons across the top, as you can see: Keyboard, Text, Shortcuts, Input Sources, and Dictation. Dictation is the one we want, and I have it turned on in English, although I also have it set up for Spanish. And all I need to do is choose a shortcut. So I chose a shortcut of press the right command key twice, and the command is the one that looks like a helicopter or a propeller kind of thing. And that turns on dictation. What that does is it takes the signal, sends it over the servers, they convert my speech to text, send it back to my Mac, and it's all done. It's free, and all you need to do is set it up in System Preferences, under Keyboard, and then under Dictation. So I recommend using it because it saves an enormous amount of time, and you don't have to type ever again. Here's an example from my iPhone, so you can see I have a blank, almost blank email set up here. And the way you set up text-to-speech on the iPhone is on the bottom row, third from the left, that little microphone thing. and just tap that, and that starts text-to-speech on the iPhone, and I use it both in email and text, so let's take a look. This is Russ with the Chicago Apple User Group, period. I'd like to invite you to our next event, period. It is on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020, period. The time is 6:30 p.m., period. Then just hit that little keyboard and that turns it off. You can do the same thing with texting, and in fact I do that a lot. So here's an example of texting. I have a new blank text message on my phone, and the way you do this is exactly the same. You tap the little microphone icon, and once you do that, speech to text is started. So let's look at it. Thanks for sending your message. I greatly appreciate it, period. You are invited to our next event on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020 at 6:30 p.m., period. Our speaker is Robert Irving Potter III, and he'll be speaking on creating better iPhone photos, even if you use an Android, period. So it's not perfect, because it says Robert Irving Potter III, and I need to change that, but in general, it works really, really fast. So I text this way instead of typing it all out. So speech to text works really, really well on the Mac. Strongly encourage you to use it, and it is free. Again, set it up in System Preferences. Look forward to seeing your comments, and we will see you on next week's video. Bye now.